Hey guys, what is up? So, it's getting close to Christmas, so if you're still doing your Christmas shopping and you have friends that are photographers, this video is perfect for you. So, as you can see, I've got my nice Christmassy fireplace playing in the background. This isn't my fireplace, it's just some one-off YouTube, but it's Christmassy, and it's in the theme of Christmas, and I don't have any decorations up, except for maybe this. This is a bauble. It's a camera bauble because I have a slight obsession with cameras. So to start with, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, it means a lot, and there is photography videos here every week. But besides that, let's get straight into what to buy photographers for Christmas under £50. So an essential thing that you could buy for your photographer friends is SD cards. I use so many SD cards, I also lose so many SD cards. That leads me on to the next thing, cases of all different kinds. I'm going to start with SD card cases. If you want to know more about these cases, they are on a video which is on a card in one of these corners. And I personally have a Take More Photos one, which was actually gifted to me by Take More Photos. And this one here, which is the JJC one, which holds a lot of cards, and as I say, I did another video on these cases last week, so go and check that out. Battery pouches. If you do a lot of photography and you travel a lot and don't always have space in your bag for your charger, these are essential, along with extra batteries of course. But these pouches by Neewer hold 4 batteries each. I've got 4 camera batteries for one of my cameras in here. And then in this pouch, I have a load of AA's for my flash, I think some AAA's for my shutter switch, which I will get to later, a battery for my 100D, and a battery for my action camera. I also have another battery for my 700D because I ran out of space in the other pouch. And lastly, for pouches, these. These are lens pouches. I don't just use these for lenses. This one tends to hold my camera lens caps more than anything. I have lenses in these two, and this one just has all of my GoPro accessories in because it's big, it's easier to store. You can pick these up off of Amazon. I will leave a link to everything in this video in the description, so go and check that out if you like these and anything else in this video. So next up, more of a decorative thing. You can of course go and buy a bauble. I was bought this by Beth, my girlfriend. I have no idea where she got this from. I think it was £1 from Primark. No idea if they still do this. I got this last year, so I don't know. Besides that, things that you can drink out of. Now, I say props. I have this lens mug, which I got from the CreativePhotographyShop, which not sponsored. I really like their stuff. And this cost me £10. I think they're 15. I think they're on a sale at the moment though, so you can go and pick one of these up. You can find them on Amazon and that as well, but CreativePhotographyShop, get some good stuff on that site. I have more stuff from them that I'm going to show later on. But lens mugs, I don't use this for drinking out of. I use it to keep all of my Sharpies in because I use them a lot. I needed somewhere to store them. Camera lens shot glasses. Now, I actually got these from TK Maxx. Again, I'm not sure if you can still get them. They were actually the only ones in the store from what I could see. So, shot glasses if you're a drinker. So, next upon my list is straps. You can get all different camera straps. Your camera comes with a camera strap. If you don't want everyone to know that you've got a Canon 6D Mark III round your neck, then get an unbranded neck strap. I personally have one on my tripod for carrying it. I have wrist straps, which I was going to get to, but we're mentioning them now. So, wrist straps, quick, easy clip-on ones. These cost like £6 for 4 off of Amazon. Again, link in the description below. And I have these from Take More Photos. These are both neck and shoulder straps, depending on how long you make them. So, I've got this one set to a neck strap length, which I use on my filming camera. And then I have these two that are set more to a shoulder length, so they sit kind of down on my hip, out of the way. And I have 2 of those set to a shoulder length and 2 set to a neck length. Again, they are Take More Photos neck straps, link in the description. Camera bags. Now, there is a whole list of camera bags to choose from. You could get any. There's always a camera bag that is right for you and at the right price. Now, my bag that I use for my cameras isn't actually a camera bag. It is this. This is a Molle bag. I got this from Epic Militaria, where I used to work. So I'll leave a link to them in the description as well, to their bags. I find this really helpful because there's so many pockets. Like, I put my mics and my straps in there, lighting and stuff there. I put all of my cameras and lenses and cleaning kits and everything in this middle pocket. And I don't actually use the back pocket because I've got nothing to use it for. But there's so many clips and attachments that you can get for this bag. This is personally what I use. I also keep a camping stool on the bottom, and I can put a neck strap on the clips either side. So this is a great bag. This is personally what I use. But if you're looking for an actual camera bag, I have this Logic bag, which has my old Instagram linked on that, Exploring with Jake. Don't check it out, I don't post on there anymore. Why am I promoting that? But I only use this bag for my film cameras, which are nicely displayed just here, except for one, which is this Polaroid camera, which I have a separate video on, linked on a card in one of the corners at the top of the screen. So camera bags, again, there's a list, there's a whole range of camera bags that you could go for to find the right one that's perfect for you. I personally haven't found that perfect bag yet, but one day I might. Next up, we're talking about filters. So there's all different kinds of filters. UV filters, CP filters, ND filters, and square filters are the 4 types that I'm going to cover today. I do have UV filters on most of my lenses. I have one on this. This is my film camera. I do have one on this, and I personally haven't used this. UV filters protect against UV light, hence the name, which isn't much of a problem for digital cameras. However, it is helpful in case you are clumsy like me and drop your camera or bash your camera against things a lot. You can also get CP filters, which I will put a clip in of what these do. These basically take the reflection away from the water, make it all a bit more blue, and they're great for, as I say, getting rid of reflections in water and glass and stuff. But I personally don't use that very often. And also, I've had to borrow this off of Chris. I will leave a link to his Instagram below. He lent me this ND filter. This basically, it acts as almost like the aperture. It can make your photo darker. If I just hold it up in front of my lens, this is a variable ND, so it does change when you turn it, which is helpful for when you're filming. If you don't want to have such a harsh light, you stick an ND filter on there and it'll just make it all a bit nicer. And last of all for filters, I have this box from Neewer. Again, I use a lot of Neewer stuff. This is square filters. They come with this like ring system that that has multiple size rings ranging from 49 all the way up to I think 72 or higher. And these are all just the same as the ND filters. I've got them all as these small square filters, each one a different ND rating. They also come with coloured filters. I have a range of colours, so I've got reds, yellows, blues, greens, purple, brown, and they also do gradient filters for the ND, so you have like dark to the top and clear at the bottom, and the same with the colour filters, which are good for landscapes. If you're taking a photo of like grass and blue sky, stick 2 filters on there, green at the bottom, blue at the top as a gradiented one, and it'll bring out the colours more. Again, I personally don't use these. I bought these on a whim. I was like, oh, that would be good, I might use them, and I honestly never have. So next up, we're going to talk about prisms. You can get all different kinds of prisms: square prisms, triangular prisms, crystal balls, glass balls. They're the ones we're going to talk about today. Now, I don't have a square prism, unfortunately, but I do have the other 3. So this is a crystal ball. I actually got this from the Crystal Maze in Manchester, and this adds some weird effects to your photos and videos. And I personally haven't used this yet, but I am doing a separate video on prisms very soon in the new year. You can also get these nice triangular prisms, which can add a kind of distortion to your photos. These work better with a lower aperture camera. Oh, actually, you get some nice lighting effects off that too. Ooh, why did I never think of that? And then last of all, crystal balls, which if you've not seen photos of crystal balls, then you're missing out. These are so fun to use. I personally haven't used these Prisms for anything yet. Again, I've bought them on whims and just haven't got around to using them. But come New Year, I'm going to focus more on photography tutorial videos, so that'll all be coming. So next up, we're going to talk about lighting. So first of all, this big glary thing right here, which I actually use for all of my lighting in my videos. I do have softbox lights, but I don't want to have them set up all the time. This thing is my main source of light for my videos because I tend to film at night. So these things are amazing. You can use them for photos and videos. I did use them at an event that I was at for photos because I was with a bunch of other models and photographers and everyone needed better lighting. So we used this up on a tripod and it was just a brilliant idea. So next up we've got flashes. Flashes are a great light source, I guess, for photos. Now this one, I'll be completely honest, is slightly out of the budget. This was £56. There is cheaper options, which I will leave in the description below. This thing is great. I've used this at 2 concert events. I used it at Kempfest, I used it at Stourport Carnival, and I used it at an event for a band called Infinite Source, which are a local band in my area who are amazing. And last of all, these things. This isn't mine, this is a reflector, and I've been told to be careful so it doesn't hit me in the face. And I have no idea how to fold these things back up. As you can see already, just holding it under, I'm getting like this golden light underneath me from the gold side. And from the white side, it's really just like if we, I don't know exactly how to do this. So if I sit kind of here, we take that away and we bring it back. You can see it's kind of adding a bit more light onto my face, and then obviously the gold side again adds a nice gold look. And I think this one's double-sided. There is a zip. Oh my good god, it is. Oh, it's not. That's a case for another diffuser. This one's just a plain one. No, wait, it is double-sided as well. So it's got a black one, which is kind of just like the case, which will obviously dull down a lot of light, and a silver one, which obviously has more of a silvery kind of natural daylight effect. I don't use this. This isn't mine, so I'm sorry that I'm not explaining this too well. I don't actually use diffusers, but they are a great photography tip. They're a great photography prop for lighting and bouncing light, and I personally don't have one. Again, I should invest in them, but it's something that I personally don't use. I'd like to learn though. That'd be good. I like I'm suggesting these things and I don't even use them myself. I'm such a bad photographer. So next up is tripods. I personally think every photographer needs a tripod. I use my tripod all the time for long exposures, just at concerts when you're snapping away and you want your camera in the same spot, for hyperlapsing as well. There's so many uses for a tripod, I cannot list them all. One that I love to use is this Manfrotto PIXI. It's a small tripod. It can't hold such a heavy camera. It's meant to only hold point and shoots and maybe bridge cameras, so it's not good if you do have a DSLR. However, it does me just about for vlogging, with a handle on top of my camera, my microphone, and the 18 to 135 lens, so it just about holds up. It has kind of, when I've been filming, collapsed on me though, so maybe don't get one with a ball head. You can also get Joby tripods, which are listed here on Amazon, but I personally don't use Joby tripods because they're too bendy and they're horrible to try and get straight again. But I am looking at getting one because I need a better vlogging tripod. It's either that or a switch pod, which I don't think are on Amazon yet, but switch pods, I really want to get a switch pod. Now, a photography essential. Everyone should have one of these. They are so vital for keeping your camera in good, clean working order. Cleaning kits. I personally have 2 cleaning kits in here. I have the Movo Cleaning Kit, which is what the case came with. It came with these APS-C size sensor cleaning swabs. It comes with a spray, a cleaning cloth, a rocket blower, a lens pen, which has a polishing bit, and it's just a nice little brush, and it also comes with a nice little brush. Now, these things aren't as essential, but they do really, really help. This is just like your miscellaneous stuff. So the reason that my flash was £56 is because it came with this. This is actually the box off of my action camera, but I find it really helpful to keep this in. It's got my diffuser for my flash, and this. Okay, so I've actually just dropped this and lost the bottom for it, but this is a remote switch. This works with the flash, so the flash can slot onto there. You can have this up on a tripod. It's got a screw mount in the bottom, and this is great. I actually use this for all of my long exposure stuff. You can set it to be on the flash or on camera mode. So if you've got it on camera, it'll obviously work to trigger your camera. If you've got it on flash, it'll trigger your flash when you press the shutter button. But remote switches are brilliant. You can get them quite cheap. You can get wired ones. I personally like wireless ones. This one's by Neewer and it came with the flash. I will find this and I will link it in the description below. So next up on our miscellaneous list is one of these. This is a photo album, and this has all of my photos from the disposable camera video that I did a while back, and I love this. My girlfriend Beth, again, bought me this. Put a little note on it saying film photos, because I'm only putting film in this one. If I print any photos out, I'll get a separate book. And these are great, just to store your photos in, have a visual handheld portfolio with all of the photos that you've done. If you print stuff out, it's great to just be able to flick through your photos by hand. I really have got butterfingers today. Again, if you take a lot of photos, I said earlier about getting a battery pouch and spare batteries. A battery grip is really helpful to get as well. This is from Neewer. This cost about 25 quid, I think. This is for the 700D. You can get them for a lot of different cameras, and it holds 2 batteries, which I find is great for video, except it's too heavy for my tripods, which is an issue. The last 2 things on this list are a portable hard drive, which is so helpful if you're a travel photographer. I personally recommend to put a solid state, because this thing crashed on me while I was at work. I've got it in one of my vlogs, I think. I don't know. But hard drives are vital if you're a travel photographer and you've got a laptop with not a lot of memory on, or just to back photos up. They are essential. You can also get ones that like you plug SD cards into and it automatically downloads them, but I don't have one of those, so I'm not going to talk about them. Notebooks. This thing has some random stickers I've collected over the years, and this is actually what I've been reading from for all these different things, and something just fell out. I don't actually know what that was. But yeah, notebooks, really, really helpful for writing down your photography ideas, video ideas if you're a YouTuber or videographer. Notebooks, again, essential. So I think that is about it. That gives you a good list of things that you could buy for your friends or for yourself. I personally bought a lot of this stuff for myself. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for more photography videos every week, and I will see you in the next one. But until then, keep shooting. Peace.